Hello, and welcome to Andrew Broussard Watercolors. Today, I wanted to show off my modest art supply haul from my trip to New Orleans. I picked up three things from a shop that I'm going to butcher the name, and I'll talk about them in a moment. But I picked up three things: a glass nib and two calligraphy inks, sepia and walnut. So the shop, French name, Papier, Plume. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, even though I'm Cajun. I did grow up in New York. So the first thing I picked up was this glass nib, which you can remove the inside of the holder if it's not glued in and place it in that fashion. This was about $14. It's Murano glass. I really don't know much about different glass, but it seems like it's high quality and should be fun. They had, what did they say? I'm looking at their website right now. The Papier Plume website has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors in stock. So I picked up that. They had this house brand, home brand made calligraphy ink, sepia and the walnut. They also had it as fountain pen ink, but I wanted it more for art purposes. I'm not quite sure the light net fastness and the waterproofness of these. That's something to play around with in the future. But they had these 1 ounce bottles in calligraphy and in fountain pen ink for $8, which, considering the location, the French Quarter, and the fact that it's handmade and made in the shop, that's like a really good price. If I was to compare it to other 1 ounce bottles from major manufacturers, I think this is usually around the price that you'll see in a art supply store. And then if you go with like high brand fountain pen inks, you're probably paying double that. I don't know, I really haven't looked at prices, but $8, I'll pay that all day. So let's get to writing. So like I said, this is going to be for more art purposes, but I'm going to write out and just show these two inks on Rhodia paper. I had this paper already. They did have this in stock there. I'm not much of a good, I'm not really a good writer or have good handwriting, but I'll try my best with this. And in a future video, I'll use this for drawing and painting, and we'll play around from there. So this is the sepia, or sepia. This is the calligraphy ink. And I'm going to go through the quick brown fox, and then we'll see how long one of the nibs lasts with ink. Quick fox jumps over dog. There we go. Let's get a dip. Wipe it off. Now I'm just going to scribble while I talk about the store. So I actually first heard about this store at Festival International. Like when I first moved down to Louisiana, they had a booth set up where they were selling dip pens, stationery supplies. And I remember the people being very nice and friendly and helpful. This is the first time ever visiting the store, and they had a lot of different fountain pens, papers, pads. I think they had a whole drawers of nibs, and looking on their website, I could see that they have a lot of stuff. So had I known all about the different drawers and what they had, I probably would have looked for more stuff for drawing purposes. As you can see that this guy holds quite a bit. We are getting light here, but for drawing purposes, I think throughout a drawing we can go from dark to light. It's reminiscent of the Chinese paintings that you'll see with, what is it, Blue Heron Arts. If you look at Mr. Henry Lee, whenever he is painting chrysanthemums, he'll start with the watered dark ink on his brush, and it'll just continue with that same brush and let things lighten up as he goes along. You'll see the same thing with bamboo paintings. So it's cool how much it can handle and how you can get that tonal variation as you use it throughout. Now this is the walnut ink. We'll do the same thing with the walnut. I should look on their website to see how many different colors they have, and then I should contact them to find out just the properties of the calligraphy ink. But I expect to have a lot of fun with these. Walnut calligraphy. The walnut's definitely darker. You can see the difference between the two. We'll do the quick brown fox. Sorry that my brown fox isn't as quick as other people's. Brown fox jumps for the lazy dog. All right. Now let's go through this and see how many lines this fills up. I'm curious paper-wise what I'm going to use, because I have, in addition to the glass nib, I have a brass nib. I'm not sure the pronunciation. I got it from another shop. So I plan on playing around with that. I also have this weird, I don't know if it's vintage, but it came in a lot of holders that I had got that is brass as well, and kind of to a weird point. I'm curious what we can do with all of this. And this is just one dip. And obviously I'm making my space getting bigger with these, but very, very pleased with the purchase. I think they're open 7 days a week. I want to say until 6 o'clock. The reason I'm mentioning that is whenever I looked at their website, I can pull that up. Let me pause this for a second. Yeah, looking at Google, so we're pretty much tapped out on this one dip. They're open until 6 o'clock every day, 10 a.m. to 6 o'clock. So if you ever find yourself in the French Quarter in New Orleans, I would definitely check them out. And if you're looking for help finding nibs that work for you, I would suggest talking to them, because like I said, they helped me find a dip nib a long time ago. Kind of had a ball in the end for drawing and I guess for left-handed. So they definitely know their stuff and definitely have a huge collection. When I was Googling them, one of the items that came up was this nib reservoir where you could put on top of the nib to hold more ink. Wish I had spent more time in there, because I definitely would have bought some of those. So yeah, check them out. They also have their website. They do shipping online. It looks like they have free shipping over a certain amount too. This it's definitely not an ad for them, but I definitely recommend them. So hopefully you can send some support their way. Y'all take care. If you like, please like, subscribe, and follow. And of course, I have the Patreon link down below if you want to support this channel. Have a great day. Bye.